Hi, everyone. I'm here to show you that startups can be sexy. So I'm going to talk about legacy code in banking. I used to be a head of product at ING. We launched a new product. Everything was exciting. We were ready to launch, and then we realized we're missing one feature, joint accounts. And we thought to ourselves, hey, joint accounts, how difficult could it be? Well, difficult. We realized it's going to take an entire year to deploy this one feature. And the reason is that the code behind it is so old, so complex. Only a guy called Bob, the soon-to-retire engineer, the soon-to-retire engineer who has been with the company since the beginning, has the actual know-how to be able to look into the code that sits underneath it and make the required changes to enable this functionality. Now that sounds funny, but this is the reality of many, many organizations out there, many banks. I think many of you can resonate. Bob has different names in different places. But underneath this is a real issue that all of the great new capabilities that are being offered and new platforms and transitions, oftentimes what they really get locked into is the introduction and how do you implement them together with the existing legacy system, which is the heart of the bank. That's what has kept the bank running for the last 50, 70 years. So with that, we've decided to build Tweezer to be different. Instead of trying to build it as a platform that will be connected or adding an additional layer, we're heading it deep into what the bank does today. We're bringing it into the capabilities of the bank to enable to make what is today a black box for most people, except for Bob, to be able to open the hood, to understand exactly what is happening inside, and not only in very, very detailed technical terms, but in actual business functionality and business logic. The way this actually comes to life is that it enables different types of personas to interact with the existing technology and to understand what they need to make out of it. So if you are, for example, a CIO, an application owner, you need an overview. One of the biggest challenges is to be able to understand, what do I have here? What are those systems that are existing in those 50 million lines of COBOL code, right? What we do is actually build bottom up, and now that I've seen some of the demos, I understand how hard it is to comprehend, so apologies for the demo being a bit deep. But what is happening here behind the scenes is that we start from the little pieces, the entry points, the triggers, the customer touch points, and we map out everything that is happening within the system across the code base to be able to understand how they wrap together in a meaningful process, where a process or a service is something that has a business meaning. Those business meanings we are able to wrap together into capability maps that you can really understand how do different parts of the systems interact with each other and give that view to start making decisions, design, transformation planning, everything. And of course, you can drill in and everything, because this is a combination of LLM and deterministic dimensions. This is something that is repeatable, it's trustable, you can actually understand it. So this is one. The second layer, or the second lens we provide is for, let's say, a product manager. So if today I want to introduce a new functionality, I today have SME lending, and I want to introduce an additional type of consumer lending into that environment. Well, that's usually a massive project to even start thinking about. Where do I go? Which system? Which teams do I need to talk to? What are the different responsibilities and the impact and the blast zone of the changes that I'm planning? So what Tweezer does, under the hood, it runs through all of the processes that it has mined from the existing code base, creates a perspective of what is happening here, including what are the change specifications, what are the component that needs to be changed, and where does effort needs to go. So you can actually pinpoint and understand the teams and effort estimations and allocating resources across this process. If you're an engineer, which is where the actual bulk, the hardest part of making a change in such a system happens, well, what you are able to do here is ask a question, which if today you will take it to an LLM, right? You will get a decently good answer. It will be like 70, 80% correct if it has the right context. But you will not know what is the 70 and what is the 30. You will not be sure that what it is saying is correct. If you'll ask a lot of questions, you will just go down a drift path of whatever it told you in the beginning and whatever you have asked it. Instead of that, what we do is we unpack. So you remember I mentioned in the beginning that we pull from the code itself in a deterministic way what is actually happening in the system. This is what we are able to retrieve and to be able to pull together. Here are the equivalent, like the meaningful business rules that are relevant for this specific type of question. Here are the pieces of process that we believe are related to this process. Now, this is deterministic. This is repeatable. It's trustable, unlike what the LLM will provide, coming with all of the benefits of the LLM providing you with a meaningful, business-oriented, actionable answer. So that is how we help the engineer, where the bulk of the work takes place. Finally, and that's a very interesting kind of angle to the story, today more and more requirements from the regulator, DORA, data lineage, there's multiple of those that are requiring banks to provide understandable and substantiated explanations for what their systems are doing. By doing the work that we're doing under the hood, being able to evidence and substantiate every explanation for an existing business process and logical flow, we are able to create something that is easy to communicate to our regulator and to create trust by both parties that things are deployed and done the way they should be. So basically what all of this is doing together is really lifting the hood over kind of the black box, enabling developers to make precise and meaningful changes in an effective and almost modern way of work without replacing the system whatsoever, without the rip and replace, without going into a third party that will try to give you a new piece that you then need to figure out how to plug it in. Everything is ready to go and oriented to how the systems work and think today. So with that, join me in making legacy a problem of the past. Thank you very much.